Okay, so finally, so to this point, we know what our ARV is, we know what our rehab cost is, and now we just need to figure out what can we afford to offer on this property so we can ensure that we're going to make our minimum profit. So what we do, you come into here. Again, we go through a full module of just this sheet earlier in this section. So I'm not going to get too much into the details of that, rather just wanting to figure out how we would apply the information we've collected so far in order to create an offer. So for this project, a little bit smaller. Historically, for a product of this size, we're 4.5 months, so I'm going to call it a 5-month hold. I'm going to skip purchase price here, go into what we know at this point. We know our rehab costs with our contingency is $61,342.45. And we know that our ARV is $345,905. Okay. So basically what we need to do now is we need to enter in a price and to see if it meets our minimum threshold profit wise, and that'll be obviously shown here in the decision. So let's start at 250. Can we offer 250? No, we'd lose money. We cannot offer 250. Can we offer 225? No, we cannot offer 225. Can we offer 210? Okay, we can offer 210. So can we offer 212? Okay, 215. Okay, 220. Okay, we cannot. All right, so we have to stay within 215. That's pretty much what the sheet is saying. So let's put in 215. All right. Now, in terms of here, you put your comp. If you're going to contribute anything, if you're going to have skin in the game, this is kind of where you'd put it in. For us, we like to be between 2 and 5% of purchase price. So I think for this one, we ended up being at like 5,000. Yeah, I think we're about 5,000 there. Okay, so that's what we have over there. It checks the decision, the decision maker. It's saying yes, great. But as mentioned previously, we like to run this via refinance check. Why do we do this? Again, because if we are unable to sell it for whatever reason, can we refi out and just then hold the property? We would essentially be performing a BRRRR. So we would come into here. I say typically 70 to 80%. We're going to keep it 70% cash out. Interest rates today are about 5 3/4. The monthly rent here would be $1,850. I've already done that research, and typically the DSCR, depending on the lender, 1.2 to 1.3. Our lender is 1.25. Yes. Okay, so we can refi, which is great. So let's check too. But if we were to refi, what are the costs associated with it? So we would need to pay off the loan. So we have a first position loan, but we also have a gap loan. So the total price for the first position loan and the gap loan is $289. On this cash out refi, it's 70%. The new loan amount would be $242. So what that means is that we would have to pay about $47,000 we would have to contribute $47,000 into the deal in order to be able to have everybody be paid off in the first position and the gap, and then be able to kind of hold on to the property from that point on. So, you want to make sure at this threshold is something that you can afford. But in terms of if it can be refinanced, the answer is yes. And does it work in our minimum profitability? The answer is yes. So 215, our maximum offer we would make on this deal is 215.